We're picking 2 verses from there. Please read for me 9 and 10.
First Chronicles chapter 4, reading from verse 9 and 10.
Yes.
The Bible says that, and Jabez was more honorable than his brethren, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bare him with sorrow. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that thou wouldest bless me indeed, and enlarge my cause, and that thine hand might be with me, and that thou wouldest keep me from evil, that it may not grieve me. And God granted him that which he requested.
When you look at the first reading, you begin to think Jabez was a very great man. And yet Jabez had some background somewhere beyond the scenes. And you know, sometimes I get overwhelmed by the way the Holy Spirit put things in His Word. Just on the face value, you can just pick what you've read first before you see what it did to become. I want you to see something there. And Jabez was more honorable than his brethren. So when you read, what comes in your mind? This guy Shukrian. Jabez was more honorable because the Holy Spirit starts with the success. It doesn't show you what the man went through. I'll show you. I was asking the Lord, why shouldn't you first talk about the problems of Jabez before you talk about how he began? The Lord said, no. This is the bigger picture of what Jabez became. It's a bigger picture of him, not what the past spoke about him. So God had to put the bigger picture of a man, not the background of a man, so that he gets arrested. And Jabez was more honorable. So the word honorable, where it comes from, just simply means heavy. Heavy. Kufina. Tibali fina bade. So Jabez had finine. So not only that honorable, so that mwali fina imwe. Pakuwe mia, bali fina. He has something to show. So he became more heavier than others. So when you look at this, you begin to say, you begin to admire the man. He became more honorable than all his brethren. What made him so special to be so honorable than others? Those are the things we need to discuss today. Efitu tufetualanda chishu yumuntu alelele wafina wachuma ukuchilaba munyina bonse chisha afinine ukuchilaba munyina bonse chisha lele yomukankala ukuchilaba munyina bonse ito tulefa tuishi lelo chishu yumuntu achitile ichishachileba munyina. Because remember that unless you do something which others are not doing, to get a different result from them, you must do something which your friends are not doing for you to get a different result. You can never be expected to do the same things which others do and expect to get different results from others. No. You must do something special to get something special. So this man was more honorable. I don't think there is anyone here who is not. No, me, I don't want to be honorable me, I just want to be Kaparara or any one of those people. All of us want to be something. And everyone would like to strive to be something in life. But sometimes we see that we're not managing, we're not pushing to get there, though we are forcing ourselves to be there. This is 2019. Hallelujah. This is 2019. Hallelujah. I said this is 2019. Hallelujah. When Jesus was somewhere, God spoke to him. It has thundered. Others said angel has spoken to him. Others said God has spoken to him. So when you are listening, pay attention. This is not 2019. This is 2018. I deliberately did that to see whether you're following me. This is 2019. Amen. Amen. This is not say amen to what you have not heard. Say amen to the things which you acknowledge and know. Because when you say amen, you are saying, let it be established in me. So be careful. Don't say amen all the time. Hear me before you say. When you are chatting in the chair, amen. I like doing that because it's very, very critical for you and I. So we see that this man, Jabez, was a powerful man. In society, he was admirable. Everyone would want to associate with Jabez. Because the Bible says he was powerful. Above everyone, he excelled. He made a record. He's the man to associate with. If you want success, it's the man who you ought to be associated with. There were so many people during his time. And yet, Jabez was more honorable. Was more honorable. So Jabez was more honorable than all of his brothers. Tutolanda ali chimuchindi komukulu. Ebo vale ita idansta aba chitapo something in life. Those who are honored, those who are lifted. So Jabez was not just an ordinary man. He was a great man. Jabez was not just one of those people. He had something to show in society. Are you getting me there at the back? Is it loud and clear? Okay. So you see, what is in man all the time? Tulachita admire abantu bamu atuwenga bena. But we have never taken time to go into their lives and see certain things they did which made them to be what they become. Many times as human beings, tulafaya ukuishi wapo wali abantu abakwata for something. You would love to have somebody who has something in life. That's why people would want to see, do you know me? Because they know certain people in life. It's asking man to have all those things. At least to have something, a backup somewhere. But ask yourself a question. This person is this way. Have you taken time to sit down with them and say, hey, listen, kwena ni mona business and we know sana. And we are making a lot of profits. Could you please help me to understand some of the things you do? I know you won't tell me everything, but at least you will tell me something which may be of use to me. I may be able to use it. Now, particularly here in Zambia, people are very, very proud to humble themselves, to go down to somebody who has succeeded and tell them, hey, listen, nsambirisheni kona ini. Sambirisheni kona ini. You know? Ere nangunga wabasambirisha. Tabakalanda pono kulanda ati wewe wabasambirisha ni wewe pako bakalanda. Have you seen I've made it? Hallelujah. There are brothers in this country who were coming to Kitwe. I was taking time with them to teach them how to move with God. Some of them, they've got bigger churches now, very Kwatanama church, very cooler. But they will never attribute that to me. When a brother will but whoever succeed. You know. What am I trying to say? Therefore, kumulange 50 fikala mbasana. Ifya kutuyumu akawule isa chika mwangu kile. Ukufika opo bambi bafika. Epo mukumbua. That's the purpose of this message. Even me, I have already strategized and have planned. Mukamona next year that will be less than 1,000, 2,000 people here. Next year. You know why? I have planned. I have put things in place so that we can do better than we've been doing. Next year, I am believing God for us to be on more radio stations than never before. Why? Because I have found out something which Jabez did, which many people don't do. That's why, follow me very well. Hear me very well. First of all, understand point number one. For you are writing. Point number one. Failure is not your enemy. For you are writing. Understand that failure is not your enemy. Failure is not your enemy. Failure is a friend who advises you or who tells you of not how to do certain things. There we go, sharp. Okufirwa nangu afirwe chintu kupona wafirwa temurwa ni owe lelo munowe ukufunda ifo winga chitefintu wino. So failure is your friend who advises you of not how to do certain things, because it gives you an experience for tomorrow where you'll be able to build your life. So failure is not your enemy. Failure is your friend who teaches you how to conduct yourself in life. I'll give an example. A young lady is proposed by a man. Tamu ishwana wino. Tasana find out ama details ya umuntu. Aisa mbepo fyati, you know, I want to get married to you. You are a beautiful woman. And you know, now this lady is so desperate to get married. One, he doesn't even know this person very well. Whether you upana ngutaupa. Wangu kanshi iri muntu iri Efo lifuafe yabana gashi abakushila malwele. And when you tell a woman you want to get married to them, man, this is what a woman is waiting for. Before you realize it, the man is married. While I'm having a woman communication yakwe, don't call me this time. Call me this time. Why? Because if you have a friend, and now we one go kumule landa, because umuntu mate mwana na kula landa dionzi. Number you will for kungupa, and you don't want me to communicate with you at a particular time. Why is this time special to you? Why is this time so special to you that I cannot communicate to you? Because if you are getting married, we need to talk about things. We need to talk about ourselves, our future. No. Don't call me this time, call me this time. Or I will indicate to you when to call me. Now, my sister, because she's so much close to wanting to get married. But I can't go to you won't go out for us. Before you realize it, what I discover, but you can't live there. Because this thing happened. That's a failure. You failed there. So your friend failure is now teaching you manners. He said, next time, when a man comes, try to be more detailed, not the way you use it. You know, failure has taught you a lesson. Amen. Failure has taught you a lesson. But now I'm got a bad habit. Because it happened last year, but another year, failure has taught you a good lesson to pick from something. So when you look at this man Jabez, you think he was very successful. So we see number one, failure is not your enemy, but a best friend to teach you manners, how to regulate your life in the future. So the name Jabez simply means pain. Jabez, the name Jabez, simply means pain also. Number 2. Jabez, because of the things that she went through, this woman passed in so much pain. This man, ni pain you, ni sorrow. Governance waba kuchipata. Bate mamisozi, mavuto. They didn't change these names. Thank God they should have kuchipata. Mizozi, mavuto, names such it. That's a bad name. Uyu wa mwini kani wa kuchushi. Imagine uleko wa kuita wa kuchushi. Uchushi. Remember what the name means. The name simply means title or an announcement to who you are and your character, how it will be. So imagine about Twitter. Have you ever sat down to know who that name you carry, the name you cherish, what it means? Because Amashina, you have to start fact. Look at God. Wherever he calls a man to great things, he changes their name. The number one, Abraham, exalted father, was changed to father of nations. Abraham. Because as you announce it in the spiritual realm, there is a repercussion. That's why every time God wants to use a man, arabachinja mashina which pingo. A mashina had got a lot of effect upon our lives. So look at your name. What does that name mean? Me, I had to start to go in the Bemba dictionary to start looking for these names and what they mean. And I found them. Because I don't want to be called Buchushi, Pen. So you remember, he was always called Jabez. It sounds a very good name. Hello, Bakuchipata in Badi, Temo Jabez. Nariko Mfade. I'm a Jabez. I've never found one man Jabez. But I've been Chipata Bengi Jabez. Because they are associated with Misozi, Namavuto. So when for Bonifia. Sorry guys. Every name you are called, there is an announcement in the realm of the spirit. That's when Jesus saw the character of Peter, Simon Bajona. Simon means a shaking reed in a river. Shaking reed. His character was elusive. That's why he could even deny the Lord. The Lord said, no, your name will no longer be called Simon the reed which shakes. I will say you are Peter, you are rock. So this man Jabez, he said, because I conceived him in pain, so he shall be called pain. Gabaremu itabaina pain. Imu. So the man had to do something which other friends were not able to do. And those are the things that I wanted to teach you, so that when you go in the new year, don't think that you have succeeded. It just came overnight. You don't succeed. So remember, point number one, failure is your friend. Hold that thing to yourself. Amen. Because a lot of people, up to today, they are still living in the past when the past has already passed. Amen. Wow. Now, you can do something. Amen. I'm telling you. There are so many people who have succeeded bigger, even much bigger than the people who finished school. Amen. So failure is not your enemy. Failure is your friend. Who tells you, my friend, be careful in this world. He's a good advisor. Amen. So don't fail and say, business is a bomba. Yeah, why did that? There's another business which you can do.
Amen. Amen. Okay.
So, let's see now. Jabez was more exalted, or more honored, or more powerful than his brethren. Why did Jabez do this? Let's see now in chapter 10. Verse 10. That's verse 10, sorry. Verse 10.
And verse 10, the Bible says, and Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh,
okay. And Jabez called on the God of Israel. Why did he call on the God of Israel? It is when he realized that the mother had bewitched him. It's when he realized my future has been curtailed by mom. And the only thing that he has to run to something bigger than the mother and bigger than the words of the man. Follow me. More than anyone. Regardless of where you have come from, what kind of tribe you come from, that is not your hindrance. That is just your ID. Because there are certain tribes, certain tribes, they feel like they're inferior. There is no tribe on this planet which is inferior. God makes special people. That's why he made from one man all people and he scattered them all over the earth. For what reason? So that each one of them may seek after this God. So it is not your place where you come from. It's not your tribe where you come from. It is you yourself who is the problem. Not anyone else. I don't need to be called a certain particular tribe to succeed. If God made from one man all people, that means we are one. These are just identity we are given. So the man realized, this woman has suspended my life. She has terminated my life. How can she call me failure or sorrow or pain? Every time pain, Jabez, sounding good, and yet it is bringing friction in his life. He said, no. I don't think the mother told him to go to the God of this, or to the God of Israel. No. Now, let's see something very unique there. Now, to call, the word to call, he called on the name of God, because I was studying each word to know what it means. Because this is not English, which the Bible was written. It was written in Hebrew and Aramaic. So I have to go there to find to the original to find out what does it mean to call. This word is Q-A-R-A. Q-A-R-A. And you pronounce it as Karo. Karo. K-A-W-R-A-W. Karo. Ukwita. To call. It simply means to read. Ukubelenga. The word in Latin is ukubelenga. To read. Or to call out. Or to cry. Or to proclaim. So when they say, he called upon the name of the Lord, he proclaimed. So there was certain announcements he was making about his life. He was repeating certain things. But therefore, I don't want to be in pain or in sorrow. It simply means to cry. Or to utter a loud sound. Kubilikisha kulilesa. Or to read aloud. Kulabelenga. Wa kulilesa webele inebanje belati ne soro. So if you have soro nshile fire, therefore mumpange more honorable. Elo nshile tulinga neno muntu umbi. Therefore, fembe unique. Ngole pepe fyo na banobi bala kumpuka. Baby, they watch pale. So when I realized that I'm bigger than us, na pepe puede na butuchaba. Kuma na muntu aptula prayer meeting. No, let's go because now that God make me more honorable like Jabez. Afro. You see? Make me more honorable. So it means to read aloud. Or to summon someone. Or to invite someone. Meaning that when this man came, he had to have a meeting. He invites God to come and sort out why his mother would call him Jabez. Pain. So he summons God. God, come. Me and you, I want us to talk. Because my mother is calling me pain. My mother is calling me sorrow. My mother has terminated my future. Now I invite you to come and recite certain things to you. I want to read certain things what I want. So it simply means to summon someone or to invite. There are so many words here. But let me tell you something. Each one of you, if you want to come out from where you have been to some another level, be sincere with yourself. For you are writing, you can write that one. You must be sincere with yourself. That are only sincere with yourself. If people are not sincere with themselves, you will never go where you want to reach. Because you are not sincere with yourself. I don't get married. Why do many leave me? Whoever comes, they leave me. Whoever comes, they leave me. Sit down. I always tell a young lady, when a man wants to marry you and he started to propose sex to you, then you know he has also proposed sex to other women. Hello? Yes. Are you getting me? Yes. When a man wants to marry you and he starts to propose sex with you, it means he has been doing this as his habit. How many are? I am not speaking as a pastor, I'm speaking now as a man. Once a man knows you, you are finished. You have not heard me. I will repeat. That is their level. Then Madame Pogoro Shabambi, Hello? Hello? Because Kebuti, on show is a quarter with Doma. On show is a quarter with Doma. For one, talk to this man and tell him, hey, listen, sit down here. Do you really want to get married to me? Yes, I love you. Okay, you love me. But no. You say you want to get married. What are you trying to do now? Maybe you could be one of those men who use women. Of course, Allah sabuka. Allah fulano kufulwa. No malekeni mwe na mayo secret. So he forget that bali awa ume. Tulifai mwe na ne tulela. Ume na ngufawa mutukali kutemwa kawela. Dawa mona ya ni chale kwa gobe kumota kutemenwe. Hello. Hello women. Hello women. Wa mweba umfa mdala ikala. You want to marry me? Hey, okay. But why are you asking sex now? Because sex I'll give you as much sex as you want. But before you marry me, no. Shalaya. Bachari kumpacha kimwana bachari. Bachari kumpacha bachari. So ala kwa nangu. If I this different man. If I shan. Some boys will say, "Mwana kashuyo nangaine." Alwala turumuka. Hello? Because those are rare women. Inekanshi nanga. When I went sunshine no. I can't nanga. Bami fiala mo fere. Ta kutemoyo yiwe mulabeko. But inside of his heart, if he loves you, he will come back. Let me tell you what will happen. Immediately those things happen. Kukaba express mail. Apape natambo ndeko kufika kungana. No, ndeko kufika kungana. Why? Because ume would want to have a woman he can trust. Nanguna fumapo. Na kufyalo fimbi na ku China. Taule tontonga to mama Chinese ba ngolo rekisa sana mama Chinese. Hello? A man would want to have a woman whom they call a house. So ngabana ikushasha you a young lady. We are woman not for conduct yourself. You give them sex. That's why they leave you. Mwaka upekupwa. Eto na landi kupwa. Hello. Na wewe shao kwa kwa yule isa kupwa. Yepo ndio ishira ya kupilwa. Not wise, so wise, so wise. So you find that once a man knows, I'm telling you, you will be faster. Because if you're a metaphor, Kuba challenge with another man. Under 6 months now because even girls, some of you girls here, when you're multiple relationship for over 5 years, 6 years, start to pay. I could go with you. 5 years, who in that become relationship for 5 years? He's the girlfriend here. But now under 7 months. Now for 5 hours, within 7 months, because that is why we get to challenge. Because now it's what there are other men who are better than him. So before that better man comes, he must quickly marry. Number 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 7 years, 10 years. You are just a girlfriend. Jabez had to call upon the name of the Lord. He must go back to God and say, listen, I want to read my life to you. If you are Jabez, he's a fire. I don't want to pay. He called upon the name of the Lord. He started reading his life. My sister, my brother, read your life. Sit down. Take it back to God until when else? No, Lord. I need something in the new year. I need something which I have never done in the past. I need something special so that I turn into a special person. When you do something special, you turn into something special. If you extend Jabez, he called upon the name of the Lord. Plan, sit down. Why has this not worked? Call back to God. That's the key word. Call back. This man had to go to call oneself to his mindset to say, no, this is not right. To summon someone. So we see, now he called, that's verse 10. He called. So, and Jabez called, that word called, on God of Israel, saying, oh, that thou would bless me. Oh, that thou would bless me. He was honest. He was honest. When he called upon the name of the Lord, he was honest with what he wanted to do. He said, Mumpale, ine, mumpale. Be specific to what you ask. Be specific to God. If you're fire, Be specific to what you want. This man went back. Oh God, thou would bless me. Now the word they use there in Hebrew to bless me, it simply means barak. B-A-R-A-K. Barak. Barak. Which means to kneel. Which means to do what? To kneel. Okufukama. To bless me. Ufukama. Meaning that when you are kneeling for someone, it means you want something they have which you don't have. So it is time now for the Church of the Living God to start kneeling before God. Not anything else. Don't bow to anything else. Begin to kneel. So when he said, oh God, thou would bless me, he kneeled and said, no, he wanted something special to make me special. So we must begin to kneel before God. It's in a year that we must begin to kneel before God. It also means, the same word to bless, it also means to praise. In the same package, it also means what? To praise. In other words, you're announcing to God how dependent you are on him. So Jabez knew the secret. He had to summon God. When he summoned God, he knelt before God and started now to ask from God, because he knew the only way I can come out of my problem is to kneel before God. Many times I've been a Christian don't look backwards. If you are titikwa, you can't pick milk when it has spilled on the ground. Better you look for money to go buy some more. So don't live in the past. If your business failed, does not mean again your business will fail. Call upon the name of the Lord and kneel before him. Amen. And the story will be different. I was looking at this guy and said, this man is a powerful God. I see that. Because even if one relationship fell, does not mean another will fail. Does not mean when you go they will chase you. Don't live in God. And he began to praise God. Thou would have blessed me indeed. Thou would have blessed me indeed. Read again.
Oh, that thou wouldest bless me indeed and enlarge my cause. And that
and enlarge my cause. No umbrella. Enlarge my cause. I don't want to be limited. I don't want. Once you go to God, tell him your heart. Iwe esali kota mamotoka yengila mumwega tinende fo yama motoka yengi apa kutsama ubiyama motoka ngalepela kona vanhu ngalupi andefa yolwingi pakutinga lepela kona vambia abantu. Don't ask for one house, ask for houses. Ask for houses, not a house. Mumpe kufie nganda fie imo. Pari yonsha mumpe po imo iwe. Rabo, R-A-B-A-H. robo simply means make me great, become great. It also means become many. Enlarge me. Enlarge me. It simply means to become much or become numerous. Become what? Numerous. So that enlarge, bless me indeed, and enlarge me. Enlargement, make me numerous. Don't ask little. Put it there, sir. Ask much. When you heal me, I'm going to heal so many people. That's what I did. I asked God to heal me. And today I am healing so many people out. Why? Because my healing was a step to the faith to heal people. That means you want to push all the fear. You push all the fear on wing. But now, you are not even minding it, whether they bring or they don't bring. Because now you full of in Darama. Not all of the police. We're talking about when you ask for money, ask for more money. Or simply meant to become many. Or to multiply. Or multiply me. Don't ask this year. Don't ask for little things. Ask for big things. Because God does not deal with little things. God asks for big things. That's why what I've asked the Lord to do. I want him to bring people. When I say people, maybe 20 times more than this. Now imagine a family 400, 500. No man 20 times. That means when I'm asking, I'm not just asking for the sake of asking. I'm asking with a purpose. This man was asking for a purpose because he understood the works of God. He understood how God works. God does not do with little things. God does not associate himself with little things. He associates himself with big things. So when you are approaching him, go with that mentality. Tell me, make me a big boss. Don't say, just make me a boss. That's too general. Maybe make me a big boss, meaning that you are the boss of bosses. Hallelujah. But make sure you don't bring here your boss, because you can bring problems. So let's focus on You know, some of the things I did deliberately. I didn't understand. One time, he didn't guys give a lenshu person and shalom bole kuntu da fili. But na langa bunch na lekele ya fumap. So na even ga fumap na apa chipuna cha. Na tampo kutu. I'm telling you, I used to do that. Na ika la pala pena tampo kutu. Bring a cup of water. Now you know what happened? He resigned. He resigned and went to another place. Another person came in. Ababa ishile potaba ishisa nenchi to baba tamshi. Baleta pona Lo winge baleta lepo. Ewa abitana recommend. But big boss baleka. No, you shouldn't buy the one, but no, let one but you show you. Na nena isa ka prape na rika. Ask big, ask much. Gabana, ulero mbaba na mpele kofeda ine umo iwe. Etulombi omwana umo abana banafani. Noma ngorombo mwaisa foka chitashana. Sana ngati muka sanda nengo musense ngawa panja. guy no kwa kwempanga. Kuno tu alikuwa tempanga. Na mwakwata 20 no problem. Okay, somebody else somebody. No kwata sana abana. Awe. So when you're asking, ask much. That's what I'm trying to say. Ask for much. Like this gentleman. Also the same way to enlarge is simply to increase. So when you move for what I want to take China kuno hiyo. Na ba China na ba nunda kuno ba nomba ba bidi nomba. Aba 1.8 billion. Na bona ba nunda kwa sababu mule kwata ba nomba 1.8 billion kama nunda kwa bidi ni bana. 4 billion. Ask for much. Whatever things you're asking, don't ask for little. Now, he says certain things that I would like us to quickly discuss. And then he said, enlarge. That's how I was talking about the enlargement, which is asking for numerous, for increase, for multiplication. Enlarge my cost, or my boundary, my border. If you look at the map of Zambia, pali bakalaka ingila akakukongo kalaka ingila mu Zambia mwanfa carefully no kuwafira hiyo. Some of you didn't know, some of you know of course. Ilaba ingisha kalaba ingisha pala Zambia, which has come into Ndola, near Ndola Korea. It was not to be. In fact, Kinshasa was supposed to be in the Zambian territory. You didn't know that. Sorry, not Kinshasa, Lubumbashi. Yeah, Lubumbashi. Lubumbashi was supposed to be part of Zambia, Katanga province. It was part of Zambia. Number one, the Belgians did, because I'm a British, they get the Chimuti, when the Belgians came, they never said the cement. Bala become a beacon. Ela tampoco become a beacon. So he said, Ichimuti kufunya kufena ichimu, together on the jar piece. So once he shall perfume to fiance, no kusengelesha, no kuisa Englisha mu Zambia, by English, by Sabikira ma beacon school. What is your territory? No, if when you no. If when we came here, we were putting beacons. Come and see. Here is one beacon. Here is another beacon. Here is another beacon. That is how that part of Congo, which is there, which was supposed to be a Zambian territory, was taken away. Why? Because they were wiser in the way they did the things. Because it was a change. Wala kupana ni change shimbi. If you are and no buy and they were no. She never farm pay. Extend my cost, my boundary. Not to go in a fair, you extend. You should put in the pocket, nice for them, but still. Now, we shall nation the money motor. Extension. You extend yourself. This is how this guy was clever. Then he says, and then he says,
and that thine hand might be with me.
And that thine hand might be with me. Tawampalefelio, tawaifuntule cost. Chimyoton defire, ukuokokowe. Your hand be with me. Let me tell you, some people come to this church, but for a man Swedish. Les sabalaka kofiaka ifeso. Amo wano. Hello? Yebo kulandila ko. Mungu agabecha ko shanga waisa wishing the voice. No tekeleza kutuka byaka liso. Who? Watampo. Ewe, isheka watapame chipana ngapame ndu watapamulika. Nje ishi usenda ko yani. Ishupa. One day I come. Again, you come and look away. Because why I don't know specifically, I don't want to prepare the flower. ndabalolele ubushi kunkaba mneseshe zibapata maproblem kesa batana kala mjaji iweka wapalo taumoneka bwelela ndabalele banomba ngakwate kupomone banatulia ulia namule nga wapalo wabutuka nikakuleta fie kana wasendeko nina kwataka shimaka wange mwezanga wakuzanira wale kwikalilila boyi mukishilo kwikalilila pakutukwate fingi bakatanga bakwa abo ano namfanga wapola nga wapola kwikalilila vantu anointing ili eikuposeshe eikusunga yanga wabwela kulya waba kulawino obulwele mukesa abwela kwikalangati yokondaba pepele wino but where you are, there is no anointing to keep you. That's the same for Gustavo Fini. Therefore, Kulanda, why is I be checking about Mudala and Shimigana and I will be change your hand may be with me. Les salapala fait pas no Why did you come to church? I had a punch, a very bad punch. So I went to the garage. Before that, I was better in Yamotoka. One day, they started to change. One day, you used to come, raining, you come. God gives you a car. Keep parking a bulo rupia. Come here, Pantoni, Papas. Oh, come here. Taxi. After you enter, what does a dollar motor Kuntonica? Bambi, Bampera Fentito. Sunday, you don't feel with a Kuno. I don't know last week, and I didn't want to this week. I learn fire. If you're there, let your hand be with me. At biting the finger that feeds you. A lot of people bite the finger of God. Akupala, we know this. Akupala. No more men and no person. Whatever no people. I'm not say what I do to say. I don't know how to say. Sana, I was very bomba, but I was bomba. No babalina kasana. Wale ka no person ya tabu bepo. I Japan when they bring on movement, he was powerful. He enlarged my costs. Then, Nampanga shall not flee. The Kenuku allow your hand to be with me. Don't leave God in this coming year. Whatever which they feel, you know that is it's like there's anointing in Gailea Tailaya. Anointing in Gailea. Whenever Samson, as usual, Fluffy. Basa na abalwani bobyabo bayisa imababa epa. Ilo baba beriyo mushishi umwali amaka yabo. Elo basa abalwani bobyati. He rose up like he used to do. Tapadi. Keep where your success in management, they taught me. They say keep key result areas intact. Key result areas. What they mean is this. Result. It's like if it were a radio. It's one of our key result areas, but there are other things which have implemented as we go to the radio. Those are the things you must cherish and keep intact. Palapala fuma success epa kuikatilila. Ngadilesa kupele nchito. Oh wikatilile pa kutasunge nchito. Ngadilesa kupele omukashi. Oh wikatilile pa kutichupo chuwame. Ngadilesa kupele rupia. Oh wikatilile pa kutichiwame. This is what this guy was talking about. Do not allow your hands to depart from me. Allow my hand to be with you. Be with me always. Don't try to do what you are not supposed to do when success starts to hit you. If God gives you a job, I'll pray for you. God gives you a job, keep coming to God. Amen. Allow the hand of God. If your business was not doing well, I pray, begin to cherish God in your business. Give him the money he deserves and continue to connect your business to God. Not like some people do. Once they begin to be blessed, they even run away from God. Hello? Amen. This guy says, do not allow your hand to depart from me. What is the next?
And that thou wouldest keep me from evil.
Thou hast keep me from evil. Ukuzampa ukutino olubembu mwe bantu bakwalesa. Tutampi okutino olubembu. As we go in the new year, let's go with our hearts full of fear of God. Tuli muma churches nomba, umwa kuti abantu nomba ama preachers evintu bashimikira fe lupia. Lupia, mwarabika poshinga, mwarabika poshinga, mwarabika poshinga. Abantu balileko kutina lesa. Bekala kwati, niba mwana shetani. One leg to hell, one leg to heaven. This man knew the name Jabez means pain. I shall what you do, extend my border, enlarge it. When you enlarge it, allow your hand to be with me. Why should your hand be with me? So that I may shun evil. I may not do evil. And why should the evil be shunned?
That it may not grieve.
Because Jabez means grief, or pain, or sorrow. Even if you are whether we like it or not, sin will always haunt us. One day. A lot of people are in pain today because of not shunning evil, not permitting God to be in their lives. Always put God first. Let his hand lead you. Twala munyuye na. Lesa ala musunga. Lesa ala mufisha. Even as you go in this year, always know that let the hand of God be with you. Let him extend your border, your enlarging your coast, and let him bless you indeed. But do not allow sin to come into your territory. Because sin is very grievous. I have seen people blame God for their own sins. Number lesa, kisha suminishishe. Lesa tasuminisho umuntu uri wonso kuchitorubemu. Why suminishe we mwine? Don't associate your failure with God or to God. Because I'm telling you, I can assure you, brothers and sisters, whether we like it or not, if we start sinning, particularly in this new year, we shall come to destruction. We shall come to ruin. Because God does not tolerate sin. To the church today, church ya kanugu kwata katina kakwalesa. Kutibawepa at will. They can sleep around at will. They can steal money at will. They can do all sorts of things at will. But look at this man. He said, for me to be delivered from that Jabez spirit, I must stop sinning. May the Lord help you. In the new year. I say, may the Lord help you. What am I talking about? Don't cherish failure. Don't cherish failure. How do you cherish failure? You failed 10 years ago. You still grieve about the same failure. You failed 5 years ago. You still grieve. They disappointed you 4 months ago. You still grieve. They gossiped you 2 years ago. You still hate the people. Come on, somebody. Jabez would have not gone anywhere if he had cherished the past. What is that in the past which makes you uncomfortable when they talk about it? What is that things which happened? And when you think about it, you just become agitated. Umfwen, ngakupata abantu balapata. Tamungu mfwini. I think nalayo. People would always hate you. Expect haters to be around you. Why should the haters be around you? So that they can keep you in check. But you Hello? But some of us, we don't want people to hate us. We don't want people to hate us. Successful muchalo, shinkamatwi. Whether you are doing the right thing or you are doing the wrong thing, there will be people, detractors who will be there, who always are, people who always speak about you anytime they feel like. But that shouldn't deter you to rise to the occasion of becoming what God intended for your life. Make up your mind in this new year. Whether they I'm going ahead. Whether they like me or they don't like me, I'm going ahead. Jabez had any reason, so many reasons, to be a failure. But why was these others? Maybe Jehovah is with you. Maybe Shansha. But a man who's a man in pain was more honorable than his brothers. Why? He made up his mind. Muno Chalo, make up your mind to succeed. Do not cherish failure. Remember, failure is not your enemy. Failure is your friend who teaches you how to conduct yourself properly. So whatever you failed to do this year, you shouldn't take it into 2019. Make up your mind to say, Umunde am 2019, I'm going like a lion. I am going like a wounded buffalo. I am not going to look at my failure. I am going to call upon the name of the Lord. I will ask him to bless me. I will ask him to enlarge my territory. And I will make sure that I will not leave him. I want his hand to be with me. So as I go in this 2019, I am going with a bang. Amen. Tell your neighbor, don't disappoint again. Don't disappoint us again. Tell them, don't disappoint us again. Don't disappoint me again. Don't disappoint me again. How many of you have ever failed in life? Once. My type of fail once. Mama never made power. Don't tell me that no one is going to want to fail. We are with you here with a sincere heart, not discriminating. Are you telling me you have never failed once? How many have failed? Never tell us so. You see, in the new year, we are with a sincere heart. Even if we have failed many times. Now, let me ask. How many of you have ever failed? Everyone fails. God will always permit failure to come. Why? Because out of it we learn how to live above failure. Out of it we learn. Look at Jabez. Jabez had every reason to sit back and relax and say, I don't start naming Jabez. But look at what he did. What did he do? He did 4 things which you must write. He did how many things? 4 things which you must write. I'll recite it. Number 1, he called on the name of the God of Israel. That's number 1. He called on the name of the God of Israel. Number 2, he specifically asked for a blessing. Not a small blessing, but a big blessing. That's why he says, bless me indeed and enlarge my cause. He asked specific blessing and he was heard. That's number 2. Number 3, he asked for the hand of God to be with him and keep him. He asked for the hand of God to be with him and to keep him. He asked the hand of God to be with him and to keep him. Number 4, he decided to leave out sin. He decided to leave out sin. Deliberately, he wanted sin not to be associated with him. Sin, 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 sin. I don't want it. Amen. Stand up. Stand up. I want you to pray in the same line. I want you to pray in the same line. What are you going to pray? Well, some mumpale. So I want you to pray. I want you to pray. I want to hear you pray.
Iparo iri karamba iri shakwa tempera. Uipara iparo ya tempera hiyo. Peni paro iyabuya ya iyambuna ya iyayimi. Sare iparo iyabuya ya Jehova. Usakiri paro iyayimina na iyambera. Perene paro iyabuya ya usakiri tempera hiyo. Iparo iri shakwa tempera. Sare hiyo pare teni paro nai. Enemy munganda yani. Lengani ube mkwete wakina kafu kashuhudi yetu. Kakini ukawana kichito yenu. Mwishina ila kwa Yesu Kristu.
Listen, all things you went through this year was a training. You know how to conduct yourself, even from those failures, even from those hatred people released on you. You learned something out of it. Don't go with anything that can hinder God to work in your life. Abantu walapata. That is the truth. People will always hate people. But let me tell you something. Regardless of where you have been and what has been happening to you, God Almighty knows you better than anyone else.
Hallelujah.
What I want us to do, therefore, twelele bonke abantu abantu befishe.
Amen.
Why I'm doing this, I don't want us to go in with a bag. Why I'm doing this, I don't want us to go in with a baggage from this year into another year, because you mwaka uleisa umfweni mwaka uleisa ofyo twalapa lwa sang. Twalapa lwa sana. Twalapa sana. At some point when God was showing me something for next year, God was showing me that a lot of you, listen very carefully, a lot of you going to rise in all areas where you even thought it's not possible. God will always remember what happened to others. That's why it says when you go to pray, then you realize you have something against anyone. Give your gift. Go and make things right there. That's when you come and offer. So that your gift may be accepted. Even after Kupata, that would be making so many people. But you know what God told me? He said, because as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. The Lord therefore, just under 5 minutes before we eat our own communion, therefore, some of the people you don't even know that they don't like you. But even those I don't know, they know I have chosen to forgive them and to love them. Because in the new year, let them live longer so that they see how I will live. But I'm not finished with your prophet. Because it's a prophet who was the key to release a blessing into your life. And the Lord told me that you mark out the Isa. I mean, you better for me, my why should no, it's time for you to forgive them. It's time for you to love them. And the Lord help me to love them again and again. So that they may see my lifting. So what I want you to do, whether you know them or you don't know them, I want you to just say, when I forgive them freely. And I want, when I enter into 2019, it will be marvelous. I want you to stand. Today. Even before we close the chapter tomorrow in this year, some people are going to call you to apologize. Bambi munomwine lelo line na mailo bakuthi ikese efika 24 hours mailo mukapokelela ko nokumweba ati munjelele nshayishilo fona lechita. I was asking the Lord why. He said because if you think efinenga nindafu abantu bandi, because umuntu ngaleve mbuka does not mean naye mumuleve mbuka mwanga mwamupatanishe mamwabe mbuka. That's why he said forgive. So because you're freely forgiven, I was seeing God telling me, because some men of these are freely forgiven, and I'm going to surprise them for their obedience to me. I'm going to see a wonder before the end of this year, which will be tomorrow midnight. Bambi baga mutumina mutuelele because bambi tabalale buinolele. Bambi tabalale buinolele. Le sala batandalila no kubeba. Go and apologize to my child. If you don't do it, tawakaimone bwino mu 2019. When they call you, you just tell them, I've been praying for you. Mine na adimutemwa. I've never done anything against you. Amen. Thank you very much for what you've done, Chapel. Because sometimes when you want also to explain, no, don't explain much. It's just that after all, no but don't worry if you feel like but they become more guilty. God works in them, and this is what God has told me. The coming year, most of you, how many of you are unemployed? How many of you are unemployed? Do you know that this coming year, God is opening doors for you to be employed? Doors for you to be employed. How many of you are in business? Listen. Rise. Look beyond where you are now. Because this is what I hear the Lord is telling me. Your business will rise. This is what I hear. They will call you to give you your money. They will call you to give you your money. Anything that has been held against you in this year, the Lord says, I am going to restore it back to you. Amen. Hear me very well, because me, I don't open my mouth until I hear you speak to me. Amen. So next year, it will be a marvelous year. Amen. Lift your hands to God. Say, my Heavenly Father, I surrender to your will. In the name of Jesus. Next year, I'll do your will. Nothing less. Nothing more. Just your will. What I'm asking. Give me grace. To love all. Even those who criticize me. Even those who love me. Give me much love. For them all. Even those who have mistreated me. In the name of Jesus. I love them. Daddy, Father, I don't want to go. In the year of rising. Within me. Today. I love the records. Of all people. Both good and evil. I love them all. In Jesus' name. I need you. To protect me. And to keep me. With your great hand. Under 2 minutes, stand up for. Some of you will ask, how do I